Very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to study one of the important as well as the scoring section, that is environment and ecology. In order to have a basic understanding, you need to be supported with the concepts on geography, which we have started in the special series. Gradually, we will build up the entire knowledge ecosystem so that we can integrate all the aspects, all the papers, so that it would be enabling for us to solve the papers. When we gone through the papers and the question papers, we found that there are certain areas that is more frequently be focused. We should prepare well about those areas. So, with the keeping in mind the upcoming exam, that we have reinvent our the program, and in environment and ecology, first of all we would start with the topic, that is environmental protection and environmental conservation. The basic question here is, what is the need to conserve our environment? What is the need to conserve our biodiversity? Okay, so actually the debate started here. What is the need? Why we should conserve? Okay, why we conserve? Why we protect our environment? That answer lies here, that the sustainable development. What do you mean by sustainable development? It simply say that there should be judicious utilization of natural resources. Natural resources. The natural resources fulfills the needs and demands of the present generation, and we should take care about the resources so that the demands and needs of the future generation would not be compromised. This is the basic theme of what? The Brundtland report. This is the basic theme of Brundtland report, which actually defines what? Sustainable development. So forest, biodiversity, environment, these are the potential resources. We should be careful. So let us understand what are the mechanism, what are the framework, and what are the areas we should study with respect to the environmental conservation, as well as that keeping in mind the syllabus of our the upcoming exam. हमको focus करना है some legislations, the international conventions, and the policies. Before that, let us share a thing, that there is a term that is called environmental degradations, environmental loss, climatic change. What are the factors? Short में इसको ऐसे याद रख सकते हैं. That is HOG. Okay, these are the factors responsible for environmental loss, climatic change. HOG, biodiversity loss. Okay, HOG means habitat loss. O for over exploitation. P for pollution. E, exotic species, and G for global warming. Okay, these are the primary drivers for the biodiversity loss, environmental loss, environmental degradations, biodiversity. ये याद रखेंगे. Subsequent lectures we will take up all those aspects in very comprehensive manner, in a detailed manner, but let us try to understand the basic theme, क्योंकि ये potent areas हैं जहाँ से question पूछे जाते हैं. So first of all, be clarified with these aspects, इनको याद कर लेना है, and then we should understand gradually the some important concept terminologies on this area. Okay, because competition के point of view से it is more important that you should enable yourself to answer the questions. Okay, so legislations in Indian context, कौन-कौन सी acts हैं? That is Wildlife Protection Act 1972, there is Biodiversity Act 2002 and Forest Right Act 2006. there are four international conventions. These are the four international conventions. There is a convention that is called Conventions on Biodiversity. Okay, it is an outcome of Earth Summit. It is an outcome of Earth Summit. Earth Summit कहाँ हुआ था? It was held in Rio de Janeiro in 1992. So this is in Earth Summit. There are basically three outcomes: UNFCCC, United Nations, UNFCCC, UN Conventions on Biodiversity, and UNCCD, that is Convention on Conservation of Desertification. For desertification there was a convention, biodiversity there was a convention, and there is a framework for climatic change, that is UNFCCC. So we will study all in the details, but let's focus. This is a site that is called Conventions on International Trade of Endangered Species. This is also known as Washington Convention. Similarly, the CMS, the Conventions on Migratory Species. Okay, this is also known as Bonn Convention. And Ramsar Convention, it is basically on wetlands. Ramsar Conventions on wetlands. So these are the four international conventions. Now, with the development of all these legislation, there were the forest policies. So the forest policy in 1894, this was in colonial time, that is in pre-independence. Forest policy in 1952, forest policy in 1988. In 1952, that focus was on economical importance. तो हम याद रखेंगे economical importance. And in 88, the focus was on ecological necessity. Ecological necessity. Okay. So these are the brief framework with respect to the topic we are going to study. Okay, in the later part. So my dear friends, let's conclude our today's. It is an introductory type of the lecture. All those aspects, all the things we will take up in the detail. Now, very important message that why we have chosen the first lecture as an outline lecture to understand various laws, acts, legislations, because these are the potent areas जहाँ से question पूछे जाते हैं. So first, you should master over these areas. You should remember these areas, and then you, through the comprehensive classes, you understand the basic concepts, more detailed analysis. We will take up those areas also in the details in the subsequent lectures, but first of all we cover up these outlines. Okay, so with these notes, tomorrow we will start the first the lectures where we will take up the one by one. Okay, so you people also start reading the textbook, whatever the resources you have, but first of all trust on the lectures. It will help you to cope up in a better way. Okay, it will boost up the confidence level. Okay, then practice a lot. It will take care about all those aspects as far your exam is concerned. So you should take care. See you again, and we will meet tomorrow with a detailed analysis of all these aspects. So take care. Good luck. Have a good day.